Here's the Other Anthem podcast. It's Corey.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rob. Special guest this week.
First time since episode 9. Shanny's
Yeah,
back.
it's been a while.
Yeah. First time since episode 9. Where was episode 9? Was that at my apartment?
No,
No,
that
it was right here.
I've never done one at your apartment.
I feel like, weren't you there for the one
It was the music episode.
No.
The music episode that was here.
No,
Weren't you
it
in
was
Ocean City?
Not for the podcast.
Oh, you guys got there after.
Yeah.
It's been a long 6 months. I can't believe that. Yeah, by the way, 6 months.
Hey!
What? Yeah.
So it's been like 4 months since Shanny's been.
Yeah. So you missed all the summer.
Yeah, hashtag
Well, so
stupid Rob.
let's talk Rob a little. Yeah, don't start hashtagging stupid Rob. You absolutely should not
We've
go
been
on.
doing it for a while.
You should
I
not
should
go.
probably make it the title of this episode.
You should not go on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and do hashtag stupid Rob. That would be
episode
really dumb.
episode
by
30,
should not,
hashtag
he
stupid
means-
Rob.
Should.
Absolutely should.
Yes.
SEO builder. What? Put that in the keyword. I'm studied up on the whole thing now. I'm an expert, so it's fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I have news, so you guys can just drone out and let me talk for a little bit.
Okay, me and Shanny
So-
will just quietly be to ourselves over here.
Don't fall asleep, Shane. I can see you nice. So, good news this week. The book is being published on December 1st, Cyber Monday.
Yay!
Excited. So we have the official debut date. Yeah.
Hooray!
Pre-sales start on November 7th, and they are putting my pre-sales part of a Veterans Day event. So it's going to be Veterans Day, and then Cyber Monday is when it actually comes out.
But isn't this
guess-
going to change the world?
I mean, it will. Absolutely will.
Well,
Yeah.
I had to read Chinua Achebe.
I have no
When I
idea
was-
what that is.
It was,
You don't even know.
I don't even remember what the book was. I know, but like it was like all good until all of a sudden apartheid.
Yeah.
There was a lot of that kind of shit going on with Anne Frank too. Like she's peacefully going about her business, and all of a sudden Nazis.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
You never expect Nazis.
like seriously, if there was Nazis in the area, I'd lock myself in the attic and just hope for the best.
Well, that's what she
Hope
did.
not- oh, wait a minute.
Did you not read the book?
I skimmed it.
I've never read it. I've never read the book.
I was thinking of disrespecting women. That video that
the
is
cat-
all over the internet.
The catcalling video.
Yeah, the catcalling video.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well,
be
here's what I'll
honest.
say. They admitted that they edited out all the white guys.
Yeah.
So that tells me you have an agenda from the get-go. I don't like that. I understand that it happens. And apparently, in the video of all the times they
I
show.
would have enjoyed it if they asked the director, they're like, "Hey, why'd you cut out all the white guys?" And it was like, "Oh, they were being respectful." I said,
Excuse me, miss. Can I help
Don't
you
you-
across the street?
Don't you know that all the black and Latino guys are the ones causing the trouble?
But no. So I mean, I get the point. I've never been brave enough to catcall a woman on the street.
I just don't feel like
That's
it
what I-
ends well.
It's got to take balls. Like, how do these people just feel they have the right to scream at somebody? I don't.
Well,
understand.
how many times have you been catcalled today, Shannon?
Today, maybe like 50.
Oh,
Really?
is it? Wow, it's a light
I was
day.
going to say. Wait. Is that a serious
No,
number?
I mean, I haven't walked very far today
On a date when you walk, see a significant amount in the city.
in the city. Probably like once or twice.
So I mean, if Shannon's getting catcalled, then obviously
Oh.
your average girl, 40 or 50 times.
Oh, sir. She's just staring daggers, too. Shannon, it's okay.
It looks good kill. I'm kidding.
I know.
No, but the point is, I
He
don't.
uses his humor as a front for deeper psychological issues, so...
Oh, that is absolutely true. A little too on the nose, sir. This is podcasting.
It's supposed to be funny.
This is one of those creepy or cute things.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
If you thought the guy was cute,
If I was some random guy just sitting on the corner, and then I was just like, "Hey, baby, what's going on? You want to go out sometime?" And then just follow you for a while, like really creepy.
Yeah, that's.
If it's Benedict Cumberbatch on the corner, just going like,
well,
"Hey, girl,
she hits her
Hey,
knees
girl.
and starts putting her hair up in the ponytail. Like we,
hey,
nothing
girl,
else
bring
needs
that
to be
ass
said.
over here." You're just like, "What?"
Okay.
That was, I've never been propositioned in such a sweet way before.
oh, come on.
Who is picking up women on the street? Who is doing this? Who has ever been successful? shouting at a girl on the street. And so there have been a couple. There has been the one parody video that we watched, which is if a guy got catcalled.
Yeah.
Which is just funny, and I think it's making fun of it, which is what Funny or Die does, and that's fine. But there have previous videos like a world where women catcall men.
Yeah.
And if that was the world we lived in, hookups would actually happen on the street. Because some girl's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, hey, how are you? And I'll talk to you, that's fine. But never in the history of the world has a guy, catcalled a woman on the street and had it happen successfully.
I have a theory.
Okay.
I've had this theory about guys at bars, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, every once in a while I'll go to a bar and I'll see, like, a completely hopeless guy. And he'll be...
Is there mirrors in this bar?
Thank you, sir.
Zing.
Thank you.
But chink. Hit it, Manny.
Now we got to get a Manny picture.
We
Like,
do. I gotta find like an old guy with
yeah.
playing the drums. Okay, yeah, anyway.
Yeah, you see some hopeless guy, like ugly Rob Lowe in the commercials, you know? And
I'm down at this pool, the public pool, watching folks swim.
yeah, that was creepy Rob Lowe. Whatever.
Oh, that's right, that's creepy.
Anywho, but like he'll walk up to like it's completely hopeless guy.
Yeah.
Just walk up to every single hot chick and say something that like you can't even imagine. And like you just like he goes like line to line.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, you know, like, hey baby, how about I see them tits? You know, like something like that. And you'll say to yourself, like, you were not good enough looking to pull that off.
Right.
And even if you were, like, even if you were Clooney, you have like a worse chance with that line than you do almost anything else. But what I imagine happened was at some point
It worked.
it worked.
It did. That's
It
why.
worked. He walked up to the hottest girl in the bar. He said, hey, baby, how about them tits? And then she whipped him out. And then maybe he had sex with her. Maybe he didn't. But at the end of the day, it worked that once. And now he's just like, oh, I'm going to play that card every single time.
And knock,
It
knock.
kind of bothers me that he's writing after I say shit like that.
Yeah. Worry about it.
As many times as we like to like say like, women are to be respected, and not like I'm like putting on a show here, but like the
Women are to be respected.
quote unquote respected and treated with quote unquote dignity. No, but there's just like there's fucking idiot gentlemen, there's fucking idiot women who are gonna like deal with that shit. Like, yeah,
Reinforce bad behavior. But I think it's also a lot of, and I think a lot of the catcalling and everything comes from two occasions: college, where like literally anything goes, and the second is when drinking, because I think women put up with a lot more bullshit when drinking. So, guy who catcalls you on the street saw a girl at a bar who was a little drunk, and he said, "Hey, shawty, what's up?"
Right.
And it worked because she was like, "Oh my god, he's just cute. Whatever. He's tried so hard. No, I'm not gonna go home with him. Don't be stupid." And then she's going home with him. So like it worked for him in a bar.
I like your
Right.
two-way woman conversation.
It worked for him in a bar, and now he thinks that this is a general rule for life. So he says it to you at noon on the street.
Right.
But have you ever started any sort of physical relationship with anybody who hollered at you on the street?
No.
Would you?
I mean, like I said, it's all in context. It depends on how it comes across.
So if they respectfully shout at you, "Wherefore, my young lady,
I mean,
that ass is like a rose."
that's not
Is that better?
That's not what I'm saying. I mean, they genuinely want to speak to me and talk to me, then
Right.
there's
Maybe-
merit in that, but
maybe you
not
could-
just as I'm walking by when I'm obviously not interested.
Right.
Well, if it leads to consensual sexual activity,
Yeah.
there is a new product out there for the ladies that I would like to talk about. Now, I read a story.
Smooth.
I read it. The type of guys who catcall you may also have this at their place. There is a marijuana lubricant that's out there. And you may say to yourself, wow, that sounds like nothing I'd be interested in. But wait,
I don't use drugs,
Wait,
Corey.
there's
Why would
more.
Why would I want this product?
this is for a place where you can legally get it, like California,
okay, but
which is
still,
where it's popular right now, apparently.
even if it was legal, I would not use it because I don't use weed, Corey. Why would I want to use this product?
Because it gives women 15-minute orgasms.
Well, hi.
And not just 15-minute of like ramping it up, and then you get like that like short little like 20-second burst at the end.
That's
Where it's just like, oh god, like it's like the absolute. You're at the top of Everest for 15 minutes.
Here's what I'm gonna say. You just described a woman's orgasm like a man's, and my understanding is that's not exactly how it works. Because we are the build up, explosion at the end.
Right.
That's not how it is. So what I'd like is, Shannon, can you describe a woman's orgasm for us?
Oh my god.
Yeah. So,
Um,
yeah. So, but is that a correct description? Is it a build up, climbing a hill, and then a firecracker at the end?
no, not really.
For Corey, it's like climbing up 2 stairs and then a bottle rocket.
It's like going to the top of the stairs, forgetting that you left something downstairs, going back down the steps, and then just like sort of rummaging for a while, and then like eventually you're like, oh, there it is. There's what I was looking for, and then you go back up the steps.
It's more like a plane with a few hills, and they get bigger as you go.
Here's what I say. When I suggested the story to Shannon, she said, "Oh, I've read it," and the look on her face was just like, "I want to move to California solely for this product."
See, but here's the problem. Say you're the type of man who can't last 15 minutes, and you're trying.
I don't know what that's like.
Just put yourself in the world. Put
Okay.
yourself in the world of a person who can't do that.
All right, so I'm just gonna put myself in your shoes. Go ahead. Where's your shoes? Go ahead.
And then you're at like the fucking 12-minute mark of the orgasm. And you're
her
ready.
orgasm?
Yeah, her orgasm. Her
Yeah.
15-minute orgasm.
Yeah.
You're 4/5 of the way through.
Okay.
And then, like, you just want to get this done with. You want to smoke a cigarette. You want to watch Sports Center. You want to go on you want to go on the Chrome and look around for things.
For everybody who might want to have sex with Corey, just keep this in,
This is what it's
keep this
like.
in your mind. He's thinking about wrapping it
There
up.
should be a disclaimer at the beginning of this podcast.
He's thinking about wrapping it up and smoking a
Anyone
cigarette.
who's ever thought about having sex with Corey, do
not
not listen to this.
I'm just gonna have to eliminate the Anthem podcast from my Tinder for a while. No, but here's the if you're a guy, you're at the 12-minute mark and you've had enough.
Yeah.
Like, what are you just like, putting in a show for the next 3?
First, okay, wait. Let's.
And what happens?
Somebody who is a good lover is going to talk now. Okay, so here's what I would say. You understand that when she sprays it in, that doesn't cause an orgasm. It only enhances the orgasm that you would already have.
Right, but say
So you got to get her there on your own.
yeah,
Mission 1 for Corey.
that's not a problem.
Okay, so once you get her there, now you're saying that you're 12 minutes in. What do you do?
Well, no, I'm saying like
What you do is you finish. You finish when you're ready to finish. She keeps going.
and then you just
There's no problem
you fucking,
with that.
What do you fucking walk away and let her writhe on the bed like it's the fucking Exorcist?
Have you ever had a simultaneous orgasm before?
Yeah, like where I have it and she has it at the
Yes.
same time.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so generally speaking, women's last longer than ours.
Right, but I shoot for the end.
So you wait for her to start, and you're like, all right, now I got to get my game on and get her done.
Well, no, it's like, you get to the area, and then it starts happening, and then you're just like, you're trying to hold off for as long as you can, and then you know when it's fucking like when the neck snaps back and shit like that, then yes, just fucking go hard.
I don't think Corey's ever given a woman an orgasm. No, okay, so yes, you're right, and I'll give you that. But so what you're saying is at minute 12, you are not in the position to embrace her and allow her to finish her.
I'm not
business.
saying that. Listen, 15-minute orgasm for a
Yeah.
woman is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad she gets to experience this. But how fucking... Have you ever had to wait for somebody on the corner for 15 minutes?
Here's what I'm saying. This
Like-
is your perfect thing. Well, maybe not because we're 30 now. But if we were younger, listen, you hit her when she gets into minute 5, you step away, you smoke a cigarette, get your shit together, you're back in there right at the end. So, I mean, I don't see why there's a problem.
Maybe she blacks out halfway through and I can just, like, go through my Netflix queue while it's...
If looks get killed, Evie was just like, he's a good thing. So you would always want to use it every single time?
I mean, probably. I'm not gonna lie.
I would really like some women to let us know because that shocks me. I can't imagine.
We
I
need,
mean, it's like
we need to reach out to our network of California women and find out if anybody's...
have somebody try it. Yeah.
But no, every guy has, like, a really off night where it's just not happening.
No, I'll tell you, I have off nights all the
Yeah.
time. I have
But
off
yeah.
nights like more often than I have on nights.
you have the off night, and then you say to yourself, like, all right, next time will be better. Like, fucking, how do you... I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get how you could have like an off night and then marijuana lubricant, and then all of a sudden there's 15 minutes of you have to deal with that.
I just feel so you're saying that you, as the guy, while the girl's having the orgasm, you're having an off night. It just doesn't match up,
Right.
Because would you give a shit about the guy? You're in the midst of a 15-minute orgasm. Do you care?
I mean,
You want to show that
No.
you care.
No. You're
I
doing
mean, I
your
think
thing.
you guys are missing the point. Is to like you still have to make it happen for her. It's not
Right.
just going to
Right.
automatically.
That's
Let's
what I
just-
think Corey's missing.
Right.
He thinks it's effortless.
You don't just spray it up there and she starts going.
It's effortless for me. All I'm saying is
recovery. He's recovering the crowd. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
go ahead.
the part that I find interesting is that if you have a night where it's just like it's not happening for you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be like a fucking 5 and out night or something like that.
5 and out. What's
Yeah.
Five what?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay.
It's gonna be like a 5 minute and out. Like it's just not happening.
Okay.
Like if you're at 4:20, pun intended. If you're at 4:20 and then all of a sudden the marijuana lube starts kicking off.
Yeah.
You had in your mind like I got like a 40-second to the finish line trot going on.
Right.
And now what do I do for 15 minutes?
Well, wait, and again,
Like,
that's
you
what I
can't
just asked Shannon. I
You
just
can't
asked.
but no, you can't just like sit there and like look at her while she's like oh my god, like you gotta like
This tells me
this is
something.
what
Corey's
gets
not
men
big
in
on the
trouble
No,
because
Corey's
then
not
you
big
can't
on the
just like
actor.
sit there and like be like like oh you're pretty like for the 15 minutes that this
You
shit's going on.
Absolutely can. You absolutely can. You run your hands through her hair. Say sweet things in her ear. Kiss her on the neck. Do all your things. Run your hands all around her. Tell her how beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. Because as Shannon just said, I can't give all my secrets away. As Shannon just said, she didn't give a shit. She's
Hold
in the midst of a 15-minute orgasm. She didn't care about you.
All right.
She's probably doing what most women do, is like, get off me, don't touch me.
Don't change anything about what you're doing.
Just stop.
It's like 7 minutes into the 15-minute long orgasm. I'll just be like, hey baby, you want Chipotle?
Wait, have you ever? By the way, speaking of don't stop. Speaking of
Good
don't stop,
boy.
I always hate when I'm in like the most awkward position possible.
Yeah.
But I hit like the magic spot, and like I'm doing a half bend. I got one leg wrapped around my own neck, and then she's like, "Don't stop right there." And I'm like,
Oh, just
how
while
am I supposed to do this? For
Just while we're
15
talking about
minutes?
fucking awkward sex talk,
Oh, Jesus.
I hate when I get in a position that causes me to like cramp in the hamstrings, and I'm just like, fight the burn, fight the burn, and then all of a sudden they cramp up like real hardcore, and then you're just walking around with your dick out, just like, I gotta walk this off.
No, you got see.
Everybody's
and
like-
you women, you don't know the struggle. You
The
don't know the
struggle.
struggle of being in that position. Because you know what? I don't walk away. I cramp. You fight
Oh, you
through the
fight
cramp.
through it?
You fight through the cramp because you got to put in time.
You're a better man than me.
I have gotten Charlie horses that were like 20 minutes in, just like, oh Jesus, no, it's great. Oh, it hurt. And like my leg is turning.
There's gonna be great
360
sound effects
degrees.
on this episode.
I know. Oh God, but no, your leg like it's cramping up and twisting in a weird angle. You don't stop. That's the lesson I learned early on. You don't get up. By the way, I love when I'm doing the video and it just makes me laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of stuff when I hear it. I'm like, oh God, it's even funnier the second time around. We are so funny.
We're pretty good.
Everybody should listen to the podcast because it's fucking hilarious.
You can find Oh the Anthem at ohtheanthem.com, Corey at ohtheanthem.com, Oh the Anthem on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Vimeo, and the listener line, which I don't think I spouted the greatness of last week.
No, you didn't.
443-219-7595.
What's that number again?
443-219-7595.
443-219-7595.
There we
Oh,
go.
hey.
Everybody's involved in the fun.
And you can find me online at Robert and Chico on all your favorite social networks, at deaddrop.com, and the newly minted The Movement Insurrection.com, which is for the book. Check it out. Get on our mailing list so that you know when everything's coming out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Shanny, you have anything
Yeah.
you want to share with people?
I mean, you can find me on Facebook. It's just /producer Shannon. I have a Twitter. I don't know what it is because I've never ever. No, you guys know what it is.
Yeah.
I never ever. I don't tweet. I don't do that.
It'll
tag
be
you.
it'll be
I
on the
don't really-
Twitter. Yeah, we'll
I don't
tag you
really-
on a bunch of shit.
Snapchat. I hardly ever Instagram anymore. So if you want to talk to me, Facebook is the way.
Why
That's
not?
how we do.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
a professional,
Mm.
unlike other people in this room.
Huh.
Can we
He's
wrap it
talking
up?
about me.
Anyway, as always, you're
That hurt my ribs.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna punch you in your ribs. I'm gonna punch you in the ribs.
I'm gonna punch you right in the dick if I can ever find it.
Oh! All right. Okay. As always, you're listening to the O The Anthem podcast, part of the O The Anthem Digital Network. For Corey and Shannon, this is Rob. Have a great week.
Titties.